Honorable members, be seated. Honorable members, as the debate is concluded, the revised 2022 estimates now stand referred to the Committee of Supply of the whole Assembly in accordance with Standing Orders 86-8 to consider the estimates in detail. On that note, the Assembly now stands resolved into Committee of Supply. Honorable members, the Assembly will now go into the Committee of the whole Assembly to consider the revised estimates of revenue and expenditure for the 2022 head by head. The 2022 revised estimates are now considered at the committee stage on head by head. Clerk, you can lead us. Okay. Where is it here? Yeah. It's page. Honorable members, you may refer to your estimates, page 43. Page 43.
Head 01, Office of the President.
It is proposed that Head 01, Office of the President, stand part of the revised estimates. Those in favor, please say aye.
Chair.
Not in favor, please say no. Yes,
Chair.
please. Yes.
Yes, before you put it to us, I have some concerns there.
Please.
What we were told is that this what is supposed to be the actual for 2022, what we have here is 2020, 2021, 2022. So we were told that there was a mistake here, and they were going to rectify it. Now we are using that same document.
There was a mistake where?
For the 2022 figures.
Now, when we are in the Committee of the Supply, when we are looking at it, you can raise your concern and the Honorable Minister will respond.
That's what we are doing now.
We have just put the question and we said before we proceed. When we look at it, then you can raise your question and then the Honorable Minister will respond to to whatever you have. Yeah. Okay. So, honorable members, once again, it is proposed that Head 1, Office of the President stand part of the revised estimates. Those in favor, please say aye. Not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it. Honorable members, now if you have any comments, you can now make the comments.
Clarification, Honorable Chair. Yeah, because we are given this draft copy, the draft revised budget. Now we have another one that has been circulated to us. Now, this one is not the right copy.
All other documents that were issued to you, put them aside. They may just be for references. The document you are now looking at is the revised estimates and the figures therein. That's the revised estimate, the book.
Yes, but during our consultation, the minister made clear to us that there was some kind of, whether it could be a miscalculation or that they need to do some adjustments. So are we going to approve this thing with what?
No.
We need to, the minister should come up and clarify.
Okay, all right. All right. Just what I want to say is, you can raise your concerns now at this committee of supplies, and the honorable minister will respond to your concerns. Yes. Honorable, honorable member, you have something to say before the minister?
Yeah.
Yes, please.
Thank you very much, Honorable Chair, for giving me the floor. I think the Assembly has been served with a one-page document, which is the corrected version of the recent corrected version.
Yes.
I think we can go by that.
Yes.
With the revised budget.
Then the whole book.
Yeah. Speaker.
Honorable member, if you look at the revised document you have, that one sheet paper is different from the revised edition of the estimates of revenue and expenditure, which is detailed enough. That is a head summary of what the details are. Their concerns are that there were errors that were identified, and they were promised that it was going to be corrected. Are the corrections made?
Yes.
This is what should be known. Are the corrections made?
Yes.
And if so, those are the ones that are reflected in the one sheet document. Am I right?
The Excel sheet that was the revised one is the corrected one.
Honorable members, you can now, all of you have a copy of 2022 revised budget for National Assembly. It's a one sheet document from the Office of the President down. Have you all got it? Now, what's the picture? When we are considering the head 01, Office of the President, we are concerned with the total emoluments at the end of that head. You move up to page 47, huh? That's where it ends. Am I right?
Yes.
And that if you look at the main, in the main one on top there, it is Office of the President is 658,357,113. That figure is now replaced with this one, Honorable Minister.
It's only for the current.
Yeah.
The capital is also there. The sum of that add up
This
to
is correct.
677. Yes.
This one is?
Yes. The sheet has the total copy, total balance.
Honorable Speaker.
Yeah. Where is the main total?
You have the volume component.
Yes, you have a little development.
So
The two together will make this.
Yes, exactly.
Honorable Speaker.
No, that's not.
Honorable Speaker, I have an observation.
Just hold on. Just hold on.
The sheet has a total of both recurrent and development. The first part, we're dealing with only the recurrent. The development is in another section. Yes.
Honorable members, earlier on, I don't know whether it was at your caucus or somewhere, that we were given this sheet. And it was understood that there were errors on that sheet. And that sheet had been corrected, that's why this one has been brought in. But the estimates itself, the revised estimates here, the figures there are correct. So we are going by the revised estimates. Yes, member for Opposal.
Yes, thank you, Honorable Speaker. I think what we are looking at is, if you look at the book here, on page 43, we are looking at the recurrent budget only. So by the time we finish the recurrent budget, we're going to continue to the development budget. So if you add the recurrent budget plus the development budget, that should give it Excel sheet in total. And that's the reason why the figures are not the same. So once we finish the recurrent part, then we're going to move to the development aspect of the budget for the same agencies, budget entities. So those put together,
You
that's
see,
yeah.
one thing, we have to make clear one doubt. There, at a point, they were told that some of the figures were not right. And that was a document supplied to them then. Now, that document that was not right has been corrected, and this document is issued. Now, if you add the current and the development, it will give you the figure that you are seeing there. So what we are saying is the revised estimates itself is correct. Do you follow? Now, can we proceed?
We'll start with then go to development. This are the current figures. 43.
Yes, please.
We cannot do away with this book completely, because the breakdown is in this book. It's in this budget. The breakdown is there. So we must use this document side by side with this one. Yes.
Honorable member, what I have said is, in fact, this document is just a complimentary, just to guide you. We are using the revised estimates itself. Do you follow? Yes, please.
Honorable Kerara.
Pardon?
Yes, Honorable Kerara. Yeah, I think on the revised, there is still need for clarification from the Honorable Minister regarding the salary scale. There was a proposal at the level of the majority and the minority when the proposal came for the salaries of the ministers to maintain, and then for salaries to maintain, maybe the salaries to reduce from the proposal to the one that is standing now, and then for the other ones to maintain. With that, that will, if that change is effected, will affect the amount in the current this thing. So from 65,000, according to that, to about 44,000. So I don't know whether the minister has done that changes, and how would that be captured?
All right. You have put the minister will respond to your question.
Yes. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. The classification between the allowances and the basic salary for ministers will be reflected in the final version of this. We just got that. Whatever amendment has been made will be incorporated. This is a draft, and we'll incorporate that in that. Yes.
Honorable,
and we agree to the suggestion proposed.
Honorable Minister, when we approve these revised estimates, with the figures therein. Now, you have to give us figures and corrections made, and then we will approve of it, and then when you go, you can do the revised one and do that. But the figures that you were talking about, the corrections should be made here. In the absence of the corrections, it means you are approving something that is not correct.
Honorable Chair,
That's my position.
Honorable Chair, in addition, I realized something too.
Can I make some clarification? The calibration of the remuneration of the ministers will, the basic only, will be adjusted as an amendment, as the information came late into the game. Yes. 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 Because the total amount will not change.
He said,
Yes.
yeah, what he's saying is, the figure that is here in contain, we allow the ministers to be paid 65, are now to be taken to be 44 as before. So that after approval, based on the 44, the corrections will be made and the estimates circulated to honorable members. Yeah, this is what I'm saying. What we are saying is, as we put this question, it is with the belief and amendment that the salaries for honorable ministers is pegged at 44,000 instead of 65. And we are going, if we are going to approve it, we are going to approve it on the basis of that. Yeah. So when the revised edition goes, it will be the input will be there, it will be revised, and then the clerk will be furnished with the relevant information for circulation to members.
It will be captured in the approved in the bill before it goes. After this, the bill will be an extraction of the expedient. It will all be captured in the bill. Finally, what is actually there will be captured in the bill.
Members, do I now put it this way? It is proposed that head 1, Office of the President, stand part of the revised estimates as amended. Those in favor, please say aye. Not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it.
You are not quoting any figures.
Sure, I think you are taking us back.
What move? Let's
Hey, go.
head 02.
Honorable members, it is proposed that head 02, which is on page 47, National Assembly, stand part of the revised estimates. There is no amendment.
Announce an amendment.
No, there is not.
Mr. Speaker,
Chair.
as amended,
Chair. Honorable Chair.
Members, the minister has an announcement to make.
Sir, The deduction from the National Assembly will be restored, and this amount can be approved as amended with the restoration of the deduction.
Honorable members, in the earlier revision, the National Assembly's allotments were reduced also. And now it has been agreed that those reductions will be put back as per the approved estimates of 2022. Now, it is proposed that Head 2, National Assembly, stand part of the revised estimates as amended.
Chair.
Yes,
Please
please.
address our concern. Our concern is, my concern is, if you don't mention figures, we don't know what we are approving. That's what I'm saying. We cannot just say yes, yes, yes. We need to know the figures.
Honorable member, especially the honorable member for Woolly East, we recognize your position that honorable members should know the figures. And what had happened, in particular with the National Assembly, the National Assembly's original, if you look at your own documents that were issued to you, was 376,581,000. It was reduced to 313,430,000. Have you seen that? And the reduction was 63,151,000. Now it is going to be restored to the original approved budget of 2022. That is 376,581,000. Do you follow? Now, what we are saying here is, these are, as what you are approving, is to say that it goes back to its original. And the Honorable Minister will have to go back now, after approval, to do those things and give us the documents as and supply us the amended documents. Because it will be on record here that what is approved is this amount. Do you follow? It's just like if it were here and we make corrections. If we make corrections, we don't ask him to go and correct the amount and then come back. We only correct as amended, and then he goes to do it and bring the corrected portion of it. Are we
Yeah,
fine?
Yes.
Yeah. Yes, please.
Chair, what you have just mentioned, like now,
Yeah.
if you are talking about National Assembly, the figures you have, mention those figures. No, we know that this is what we are correcting, so that when they go and make their version, we can know whether the adjustment is done properly or not. We are still monitoring. But if you just tell us to approve like this, we will not be able to know what we are doing. And in fact, when you mention those figures, you in fact made a mistake, because you say it's minus by 63 million, when what is here is 48. Not 63.
Honorable Chair.
Honorable Chair.
Honorable Chair. Jibun yang kan aji sound, mana aji kira reference. Jangan itu nama. Hah? Boleh mudi all one, boleh 2022 all one. Memang, jadi mengke, yang ini mudi 2022 mana beji? We need to know, left sama lah.
This revised
Honorable Chair. No, let's stand down and
Honorable Chair, I think we can stand down and we come later.
pardon? Who was speaking? Pardon? To stand down. No, honorable members, we are fine. All right, honorable members, the proposal now is, can we listen, please, so that we all share it?
Honorable Chair.
Now,
Honorable Chair. I have an observation, please.
I have not made a statement. How can you observe it?
No, I just want to observe before we proceed.
Yeah, after consultations, I'm to make a statement, and then you can debate and ask questions as you want.
Okay, all right.
Honorable members, it is agreed that the revised estimates you have should be corrected because of many reasons, one of which is the honorable minister's salaries, which had been captured at 65, will now be reduced to 44. We know there were some allowances added. So what we intend doing with the estimates is we will read the figure in the estimate, but as amended. Do you follow? Because we all of us know what the figures are already. So when finally the draft comes out or the revised copy itself comes out and supplied to us, we look at it and make comparison as to whether what we agreed on is what is reflected in it.
Yeah.
Honorable Chair.
Honorable Chair.
Yeah. Lower Salem. Well, Lower Salem, we are asking a question. Yes. Please. Yes, Honorable Chair, you said they are going to read the one on the estimate. The figures that will be adjusted, we don't know it. Read the figures, then we adopt, because you cannot adopt something that you don't know. Honorable. Read the figures. You know what I have said, honorable member? For instance, National Assembly or Office of the President or wherever, I will read the head and I will read the amount as amended. You understand me? We know what it should be. If they go to do it following our approval, we reserve the right to check against what we have proposed, whether it is. If it is not, we throw it back to them and then let them go and do it. Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Madam Speaker, the amendment as discussed will not change the total. So the appropriation for each ministry will remain the same. It's just the classification within the categories, which is not going to change the appropriation bill because the appropriation bill is the sum total. Yes.
No, you know,
No, the National Assembly restoration will be a change, which we will reincorporate as we have agreed, following the suggestion this morning.
Honorable Chair.
Yes.
Honorable Chair.
Honorable Majority Leader.
What I'm saying, sorry, what I'm saying is that let's agree that as he reads, as you read the figures on the National Assembly, let's approve it as amended. Then let him take care of the amendment version. After the committee supply, he can come and give us the actual figures of the Assembly where we'll have approved. And also the issue of the basic as well. That has to be approved with amendment. Then the salary scale, they will do the effects there. At where? At the level of PMO, they can do the changes there.
Honorable Chair, I also observe that if National Assembly is restored, you need to restore for the other semi-autonomous institutions before they will see that they came here and it was National Assembly, they only approved their own. So if National Assembly owns restored, all these other semi-autonomous institutions need to be restored as well.
Honorable members, I think there is no law which says if you give member for this thing $10, you should give everybody $10. There is no law to that. It's not about discrimination, it's about need. Why are other institutions having more than other institutions? That is discrimination. That is discrimination. Indeed, my honorable member. It's discrimination. When you say discrimination, because anything you do, you prioritize, depending on circumstances. Yeah. But if you use the word discrimination, you tend to baffle everybody. Because if you talk about discrimination, a lot of things will be discrimination. So let's be open up indeed. And please, we agree. Upper Salum. Upper Salum.
Yes, thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, actually, what we are online, what we are asking is, let the figures be mentioned so that it will be recorded in Hansard. Number two, the figures is not going to change that much with the amendment because we are removing from the basic, you are adding to another area, which is the allowances. So it's like you are minusing 5, you are plus 5. So the overall figure is still going to remain the same. However, we need to indicate which line are we deducting and which line are we adding to. That must be recorded. So that when they go back, they can update their system. But the overall figure is not going to change. It's still going to remain the same. So on your end, you have to mention the amounts, and whoever is making the proposal is going to indicate we're going to reduce 23,000 from the basic and will be added to a particular allowance. So overall, the figure is not going to change. Yeah.
That would not be possible. You know, yes, let's have all the concerns first. Yeah.
I think the chair made this thing very clear. That once the recommendation was made by Honorable Member of Woodley East, he agreed now. He said he will read it aloud. The figure will be read. Then we move, when we agree, yes, if there is any new element, you know, they will put it up. He will not hide anything now. So we are wasting time. We need to move.
Honorable members, what is clear is, by your own explanation and what the PS told me, is that there will be slight changes even with the amendments. But that's their homework. What the members to know is, these figures as they are may be altered. Key amongst them is, A, salaries that are included here for honorable ministers, pegged at 65, will go back to 44. And there are inclusions also for allowances. So what we are saying is the figure in the estimates is what I'm going to read. And when I read it, I'll say with amendments. And then they will go back to do their homework. And when they do their homework, they will give it to us in detailed form to show what allowances they have put in, what salary they have put in for us to know. Yeah, in the amended copy. Do you follow? Yeah. Yes. Speaker, let me say something. You see, even if we amend here, the honorable minister will have to go back, do the amendments, and send us the amended copy.
Clerk. Speaker.
Wait, let him learn, please. Use your microphone.
When they go back, when are they coming back to us? Will we be here? And if we detect mistakes, how do we rectify those mistakes? That's what I'm saying. So we need to standardize everything here and before we approve it.
Speaker. Chair.
Allow the minister to come.
Chair.
To help
Sorry.
Honorable Chair. Honorable Chair. Clerk, can you help the Honorable Chair to see us?
Hey, majority. Leader.
Thank you. Chair, I think we are arguing, you know, things that we have a solution to the problem. Now, let's look at the estimate itself. Look at the actual and the amended version, read it out, let's vote and proceed. So once we agree here, they will all need to put it in record. When they go there, they can do the needful. But this is what Parliament has agreed in principle, then they should go and adjust to that. And then when you bring the appropriation bill, it gives us every ministry what has been allocated to them at the end of the day. So it's based on that. When they go back, they implement what has been agreed here.
Sorry.
Yes, Honorable Chair, in addition to both Honorable Member for Central Badibu and the Majority Leader, when they go, if you look at even the appropriation bill, the Clerk of the National Assembly, after the approval with amendment, when they print out, before they print the final copies, they will bring it to the Clerk of the National Assembly, who will compare it with what was passed here, which will reflect, according to him, a true view and represent what was passed in the National Assembly before he signed it, and that copy come out. So for the Honorable Member for Wuli is to allay his fears. Whatever we approve here with amendment, of course, it's going to be with amendment, and they will come back to Clerk, who is the authority who will represent us.
Honorable Chairman. Chairman, want to say something? Selamat siang. Boy, apa yang lelah tadi yang? No. This is very simple. Honorable Chairman.
Yes.
Chairman.
Yes.
Honorable Chairman.
The document before us is written as a draft. Any amendment here will be incorporated in the final version. If you look at the appropriation bill, it is the total for each ministry. So the reclassification between allowances and salary will not change the total for the ministry. So it's very straightforward. The only one that will affect the appropriation bill is where we are restoring a balance deducted. Like, for example, the National Assembly, we will restore it back to where it was, and the appropriation bill will change for that. But for no other ministry will the appropriation bill change, because you are just reclassifying between two subcategory elements. I hope I'm clear.
So, I understand, honorable members, is that the restoration of honorable minister's salary from where it was will not affect the figure, because almost the same amount is added to the allowance. So if you are looking at both the two together, which will come in the appropriation bill, it will almost see the same figure. Where the difference will emerge is, for instance, the National Assembly has been deducted, and they are asked to restore it. That will change the figure. All right? If another institution has been deducted and they are asked to restore it, that will change the figure. But the salary issue will not be changed, plus 15 minus 15.
Chairman.
Yeah. So do you understand that? So what they are saying is most of the other key issues which we are not affected by restoration would not be affected. So what we do know is even the honorable minister's salaries that we are talking about will not be affected. So basically the same figures are here, except for the National Assembly, which we now know is to be restored.
Honorable Speaker, please.
Huh? Yes,
I have a concern.
Please.
Yeah, my concern is that when we are making an observation, with respect to that of the salaries of the ministers, and these observations are that the figures that are there, we have concerns with the figures. For those figures to be deducted and get back to somewhere else that we believe best fits. So, but if we are taking it from one part of the ministry, the same part of the ministry again, the figures still stand for the same people, which means we have a sense in our observations that when we deduct it from here, it gets back to somewhere else different from that ministry. But if it is taken from the salaries from the ministers and taken to the allowances, still, and the allowances will not be taxed. So we have reasons as to why we are debating on issues and as to why we think they should be cut. But taking it from here, putting it there, in the actual sense, doesn't make any difference.
Chairman, Mr. Chairman,
Can I
sorry,
explain?
can I comment?
Yes, I think honorable members are getting it wrong. Yeah, because here we're talking about budget head. Now, and the concern raised by Honorable Sebu Ture was not about the basic salary or the allowances. What he raised was for you to read it, and even if there is correction on the figure, let it be read aloud so that we approve it for record purpose. I think that was what he said, and it's very clear. Now use your discretion, we move.
No, what I'm saying,
I think,
Honorable Chair, Chair. Chair. One more. What I'm saying, we cannot come here and deliberate on the basic or still here and there. We are approving the head of a particular ministry. Let's approve those, read the figures, let's vote on the figures and approve as amended, and we proceed.
Honorable members, now we are at head 2, National Assembly. It is proposed that head 2, the National Assembly, stand part of the revised estimates as amended. The figure in the revised estimate is $313,429,909. It will be amended by the deduction made. It will be restored. The figure after amendment. Then it means we have to do the additions now.
6, Speaker, that number.
Sorry.
It will be 376,581. That was 1%.
No, but it's
Well, now we will 376.
Honorable Chair,
But you know here, flat, it will not be 5 because the 909 will also reflect.
Honorable Speaker.
I think Honorable Speaker should let the minister and the team do this.
You don't even need to do addition. You just have to go to the whole estimate. Because they are giving, yes.
Pardon?
What he's saying that just say that National Assembly approved budget stands at 376,581 period. We vote on that and go.
That's the total.
Yeah, this is what but you know, you are saying the same thing. We are dealing with the revised estimate that was presented, and the figure there is not what he is saying. So what we do is either we put that figure out and put the 376 million as amended. It's the same as this figure as amended. The same figure to be added.
Honorable Chair.
What?
Honorable Chair. Honorable Chair.
Nominated member Keba Lang Kupan.
Thank you, Honorable Chair. Honorable Chair, thank you very much. I think we are wasting time. I'm very sorry to say that. But we have all the tools we need. If we talk about the deduction that was done from the National Assembly, we all have the Excel spreadsheet where it is boldly written, revised budget for National Assembly 2022. So if at all the chair reads the budget line 2 head, which is $313,429,000, obviously we all know the restoration is the deduction that was done here. So there is no way that any other person will bring a gross figure and include it in the account. We all have the documents with us. Unless and until if you want to distract and prolong the time, but if not, I don't see anything on the table. We all have this Excel spreadsheet. we have the revised budget. So all deductions are captured here and the estimates are in the budget sheet. So now we don't have a problem.
Honorable members, you know why I don't want to read this figure. This figure is both recurrent and development. And we are not dealing with the development. We are only dealing with the recurrent. So what we are saying is, the figure here, we will read it as amended. That amendment would come. We know what the figure should be. So when they bring it, we will do our homework and then see whether it is correct or wrong. I think that's very simple. If you want to put the two together, and we are not looking at the two together. So please, honorable member, I think we continue this way. Yes?
The figure that the majority read, that is on the seat, this single seat. But the actual approved book, it is not 376, it's 361.
You know, honorable member, now we are going away from that because the two figures are both recurrent and the development. And then we are only dealing with the recurrent. So that's why we are using the figure here as amended. When we go to the recurrent, we are going to use the figure as amended in the development. Do you follow? This, for instance, National Assembly, the figure here plus what was deducted, they added to it. We know. So that's very correct. And together with the recurrent will be 376. So this is what we are saying. Honorable member, I don't know. Can we proceed? We now go to the next one. Khalifa, which is head 3. Where is head 3? Head 3, it's page 48. Head 03, Judiciary. Head 3, on page 48, Judiciary. It is proposed that Head 3, Judiciary, stand part of the revised estimates as amended to the figure of 163,662,951. Those in favor, please say aye. Not in favor, please say no. Head 4.
Head 4.
Where is that?
04. That's page Independent Electoral Commission, page 50. 50.
Yeah. Honorable members, it is proposed that Head 4, Independent Electoral Commission, with an amount of 120,166,170 is stand part of the bill. Those in favor, please say aye. Not in favor, please say no.
Honorable Chair,
Please.
I'm right here.
Where?
Here.
Okay. Upper Salon.
Yes, with the one for the IEC, actually I've seen an increase of about $1.5 million. Well, it's two things. Normally, the institutions like National Assembly, National Audit Office, and then the IEC, their budgets actually are not touched by the executive. So I'm not too sure why are we adding 1.5 million. No, IEC.
We agreed.
No, but then that has to be.
No, what he's saying is the IEC, instead of being reduced, has been augmented.
Yes, that's the salary revision.
That's the
Salary revision.
wow. What warranted is because of salary revision.
By who?
Okay.
No, the issue I'm highlighting is they cannot increase or decrease. At IEC, exactly. That one just highlighted. Yes.
May I hear you, please? The IEC staff, you mean?
The independent institution, they don't have right to touch. Now, if they restore the National Assembly,
No, but this one they
hear what Honorable Member for Upper Salome is saying. IEC is an institution that the Ministry of Finance should not take their budget, even whereas there is this salary increment that is addressing civil servants and then the subvented schools and then hospitals. So that does not include the IEC. So if IEC want to do whatever salary increment they want to do at their own level, fine, they can do that, but not by the Ministry of Finance. So what we should do here is to restore the approved amount allocated to IEC.
2022.
Yes.
Honorable Minister.
That was one
Honorable Minister, you can.
I take cue. We can adjust this back, and we move. Restore it back. The figure will be 118,666. The original figure. 118,666.
Honorable members, you know what honorable members would do, especially the table clerk, the table office, and the clerk, is to note down most of these amendments.
Yes.
So that when the final document is done, they will make sure that it is as per approved here.
So now the figure for IEC will be 118.
No, you know, this one is gross. This one is just estimates. You know. Honorable members,
It's 118.
honorable members, the arithmetic will be done by the. I'm going to make a pronouncement that it will be restored, and that the figure here be restored. I will read this figure, but will be restored to the approved figure as per the 2022 budget estimates. This is what I'm saying. So once again, honorable members, it is proposed that head 4, Independent Electoral Commission, stand part of the revised estimates as amended. Of course, as amended. Just listen. I am not even ready. As amended.
You are right. No, it's okay. Don't read it. Don't read it in the figure.
Yeah, just to satisfy them. That the figure 120,166,170 dollars be restored to the original amount as per the 2022 approved budget.
Perfect. Those in favor? Perfect. Perfect.
Yeah. You know, you can note that down. They are 118.
Yeah.
You know.
Those in favor?
Those in favor, please say aye. Not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it. It has come to my notice that it had been agreed between parliamentarians and the Ministry of Finance that independent institutions should not be touched, and the figures so deducted should be restored as per the approved budget of 2022. Those in favor, please say aye. Not in favor?
Honorable Speaker, I have a concern with respect to that. Yes, of course I do. What's it?
You see, honorable members.
No, come on.
Well, honorable members, please. I don't want to everybody a chance. But when I am speaking and I am making a proposal, you cannot stop me. I give you chance to talk. When you are ready, I put the proposal. If you change your mind, allow me to learn, and then you come and say what you want to say. Who was speaking? Huh?
Kia West. Member for Kia West.
Member for Kia West, we have just concluded. I don't know whether we can clear your doubt. What is your doubt?
No, it doesn't really. As you rightly said, that it has been agreed between the members of the parliament and the Ministry of Finance, because it's a National Assembly precedent, and public, is listening. Is this based on law? If we are basing it on law, then we need to cite that authority to say, as per this, provision, is that this so and so institution's budget should not be touched. And if the minister touches it, it has to be restored back. But if you just say it has been agreed between the National Assembly and the Ministry of Finance, is what I don't understand.
Oh, no, honorable members, we don't need to go into details. National Assembly owes nobody explanation as to making decisions as per their consents. So the law to be quoted, whatever law, the relevant authorities will go and look at the law. We know what we are saying. Now we progress. We have agreed on this principle, and now we are progressing to head what?
Head 05, Public Service Commission.
Honorable members, it is proposed that head 05, Public Service Commission, stand part of the revised estimates in the tune of $11,205,544 as amended. Those in favor, please say aye. Not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it.
Head 06. But in principle. Okay. Head 06, National Audit Office.
Honorable members, it is proposed that head 06, National Audit Office, stand part of the revised estimates as amended in the figure of $140,423,802. It will be restored, yes. Amended, this amendment means to restore it. And I have made a general statement that all independent institutions are to be restored to their original. So I think this covers it. Those in favor, please say aye. Not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it.
Head 07, Ministry of Defense.
Honorable members, head 07, Ministry of Defense. It is proposed that head 07, Ministry of Defense, stand part of the revised estimates as amended to the tune of $828,681,672. Those in favor, please say aye. Not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it.
Head 08, Ministry of Interior.
One bottle, 56. Honorable members, head 08. Yes, honorable member.
So you vote on it. 08.
08, yeah.
Yes, I'm seeing allowances under the allowances.
Yeah.
08.
On the allowances, can we hear you?
Wait. Okay.
You now understand it, honorable.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, what I'm saying, in 2022, it was 3.7. 2022 budget that we have approved.
That is allowances.
Yes.
3 point,
3.7.
where are you reading that figure from?
I got it from the old estimate.
I mean, are you reading from the estimate book or a
Now I'm comparing from 2022 approved.
Then go on with the comparison.
I'm reading 2020, not 2022.
I'm reading 2022. Who told you that?
Look at the column, 3.7 is 2020.
No, I'm reading 2022.
Go on, go on, sir.
Yeah, what we want to know is, so that we go with you, is where are you getting the figures?
Yeah, the difference is not much, and we have increased the 30%. Hope we not have effect on the allowances.
No, 30% is basic.
So it's basic salary. But why the allowances getting up to that level now?
Go interior.
No.
You are reading 2021.
Yeah, but if we are not
The
increasing the
2020
allowances,
have not been changed.
I'm checking 2022, brother. Hey, my friend, can you come? No,
I'm seeing, it's 2022.
I'm reading 2022.
It's reading from 2022.
I'm not blind. I'm not so excited. What I'm saying, if the salary, if the
Honorable, you know what our problem is? We all have the document. Make reference to the document so that we all look at it, we understand.
now the problem with this draft book is that they quoted 2021 here. You cannot make comparison. You have to get 2022 so that you can make comparison.
Okay,
Do you understand? So I have 2022, the approved version. That's with me.
Okay,
So I'm making that comparison. So once we are looking at the basic salaries, why the figure has been catapulted to another level? So I want the minister to explain.
And you are saying the 2022 revised edition is 44 million.
3.3, yes.
4
We have approved
442.
3,796.
In the reverse, in the approved estimates of 2022,
Yes.
is 3.7 million,
No, yeah.
basically.
Yes.
And then you now want an explanation.
Now,
why the
yeah, now
difference.
we have 4.400.
Honorable Minister,
For the
allowances. You follow his argument?
Yes, I followed that. On the increase in allowances, as the revision was done, the Ministry of Defense was found that their allowance utilization rate, interior, was faster than the original budget, so it was augmented by this amount.
Honorable Member, it's a budget augmentation.
No, they realized there was a shortfall. Yes. That's what he explained. Yeah, let's move.
Increasing allowances.
Honorable Members,
08.
Head 08, Ministry of Interior. It is proposed that Head 08, Ministry of Interior, stand part of the revised estimates in the figure of $1,272,286,037 as amended. Those in favor, please say no. Those in favor, please say aye. Not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it.
Head 09, Ministry of Tourism and Culture.
That's page 60. 60. 09, tourism. Yes,
Honorable Members, Head 09, Ministry of Tourism on page 60. It is proposed that Head 09, Ministry of Tourism and Culture, stand part of the revised estimates as amended in the tune of $35,845,387. Those
That's stand part of it.
stand part of the bill. Estimate. Those in favor say aye. Those not in favor say no. The ayes have it.
Head 10, Ministry of Foreign Affairs.
Honorable Members, we are now on the same page down, Head 10, Ministry of Foreign Affairs. It is proposed that Head 10, Ministry of Foreign Affairs, stand part of the revised estimates as amended in the tune of $1,050,025,533.
Observation. Proposal. Yes. Go ahead. Okay, Chair. If you look at the foreign affairs, I'm seeing deduction compared to the deduction. This is a deduction. So on the it's increment on the travel increment. Yeah, but I want if we can because we have a lot of brothers who are stranded outside and still their traveling issues are not settled. If it is possible, can we make adjustment for foreign affairs so that those borders can be repatriated back? We are reviewing a lot of things. You are putting things that are not there anymore.
Honorable Chair. Honorable Chair.
Chair. Yeah, thank you very much. I appreciate the intervention. I want to make clarification that this is basically salaries of individuals that lead to the increment. So if you want to incorporate repatriation here and there by these things, it's a problem.
Yeah, Chair. Honorable Chair. Yeah, I'm right here. I'm here.
Yes.
Yes, I can understand what the honorable member is saying. However, if you look at the Minister of Interior, their budget, you will realize that there is a particular budget line item called repatriation that actually has increased. And perhaps the Minister of Interior or the Minister of Finance can highlight. So my assumption is that the repatriation budget line item has increased under the Minister of Interior. So hopefully that should solve the issue, unless the Minister can help us. But I've seen that the budget line on that particular line has increased.
Well, honorable members, we must also be careful that we are looking at a revised estimate, which is supposedly to find from within the approved budget monies to increase salaries. That was the purpose. You know, it may be increased a little or but the main purpose was to find from within monies to go. So when we go to the when the budget comes here that you're going to review, you can put your inputs and all these things and discuss with finance to have those things.
Thank you, Chair. With due respect, I will raise my case, but we are told they still have remaining balance. So the remaining balance, if we see somewhere where it can be utilized, that's why we are making suggestions. So
honorable members, we are now at Head 10, Ministry of Foreign Affairs. It is proposed that Head 10, Ministry of Foreign Affairs, stand part of the revised estimates as amended in the tune of $1,050,025,533. Those in favor, please say aye. Not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it.
Head 11, Ministry of Justice, page 75.
Okay.
75.
Okay. Honorable members, page 75, Head 11, Ministry of Justice. It is proposed that Head 11, Ministry of Justice, stand part of the revised estimates as amended in the tune of $106,064,900. Those in favor, please say aye. Not in favor, say no. The ayes have it.
Head 12, Ministry of Finance and Economic Affairs, page 78.
Chair. Chair.
Yes,
Chair,
please.
I want to make a suggestion. After reading the budget head, allow us 1 minute to go over it, because this is something that we might see something that you are not seeing.
No, what you people should
just give us 1 minute.
Yeah, before we go to the next budget line, because if I put the question, we're gone.
Please.
So we can, but I would expect that members will have done these things before today, and then we cannot do that here.
No, exhibit rows today.
This estimate,
the comparison that we are making. No, what I'm saying, just give us 1 minute.
Yeah, I can. I still want you to do a good job. Now, we are now on head 12, Ministry of Finance and Economic Affairs. Honorable members, head 12, Ministry of Finance and Economic Affairs. It is proposed that head 12, Ministry of Finance and Economic Affairs, stand part of the revised estimates as amended in the tune of 999,767,726. Those in favor, please say aye. Not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it.
Head 13, pensions and gratuities. Page 81.
Increase significantly.
Page 13, head 13, pensions and gratuities. Pardon? Yeah, but we will still read it. It's part of the document. It is proposed that head 13, pensions and gratuities, stand part of the revised estimates as amended in the tune of $425,093,000. Those in favor, please say aye. Not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it.
Head 14, Ombudsman. Same page.
Same page. Yeah. Honorable members, head 14, Ombudsman. It is proposed that head 14, Ombudsman, stand part of the revised estimates as amended in the tune of $33,616,967. Those in favor, please say aye. Not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it. Yes, honorable member.
An explanation from the minister, because I've seen to read that there is deduction in ombudsman. So what lead to that? Okay. All right.
This was, but it's an independent institution, we agree to the restored. It's not an independent.
My problem is we have already
it's not independent.
put the question.
No, but if it is not an independent, court would
but I
remain.
put the question
It's just like any general court applied to any other ministry. There's no specific explanation.
Okay. Head 15, centralized services. That's
Honorable members, head 15, centralized services. It is proposed that head 15, centralized services, stand part of the revised estimates as amended in the tune of $1,583,669,764. Those in favor, please say aye. Not in favor, please say no.
Yes, as amended.
Yes, the ayes have it. Yes, I've said as amended.
Head 16, Ministry of Lands and Regional Government.
Same page down. Honorable members, head 16, Ministry of Lands and Regional Government. It is proposed that head 16, Ministry of Lands and Regional Government, stand part of the revised estimates as amended in the tune of $303,051. Those in favor, please say aye. Not in favor, say no. The ayes have it. Minority.
To do the clarification on the issue of the salary for the ministry, where it has been reduced from 121,000.5 to 49,000. 49 million rather.
Pardon? Where are you? Which one are you dealing with?
Local government. Yes. The salary for the local government has been reduced from 121 million point five to 49.3 million.
That was an oversight or what? Why? No, what is the in 2022 approved budget? It was 121.
Minus 60% deduction.
We are reading from 2022 approved budget.
I'm comparing the two, 2022 and 20 approved and then the revised.
No, this one is specific.
You are not doing your homework.
No, he's saying this on the, he's saying this salaries, basic salary, he's saying it's 49, and in the approved estimate, it's 100 and, he's saying 100 or something.
No, the issue.
Comparing approved 2022 and then the revised 2022.
Gap is too much. It's not safe.
49, yeah, it's 100 and.
No, this one is not correct.
No, this one. Do you have this copy?
No, I mean, it's very good compared to the text.
Chair,
Just your draft. The draft revised.
Honorable member,
Chair,
put your question, and then the honorable minister will answer. Will clear your doubt.
Chair,
Just hold on, please. He's on the floor. Yes, honorable.
The revised draft and then the approved 2022, if you compare, that's the two comparisons I'm trying to do.
Yes. You also here. And you also have the copy. You also have the copy.
Yes.
You can
Original.
Yeah, that is 121.5 million.
And in this revised one,
It's 49
million.
49
Million.
million.
give it to
So you are asking why the
The,
difference?
yeah, the
Okay.
difference, the gap there.
Yeah? Honorable member, what is it?
No, it's okay.
Honorable, yes? I read from this one. Pardon? This one?
hello? You people,
Excuse me, can,
Honorable Chair.
that hard copy should be disregarded. Let's just read from the last, no, we should, adjustment, yes.
I use the mic until I'm tired now. Chair, please, just 1 second. You know, time is going. We are supposed to close by 6. So I want to move. That's what I'm trying to remind you. Before it's, let's decide on that.
Honorable member, then we have to suspend this. And we go to sessions, and then you will move that we continue, and then come back, eh?
Yes, sir.
Okay, honorable members, we suspend the committee of the whole house and resume at session and come back.
Come this way. It's faster.
Honorable members, session has started. May I recognize the honorable member for Woolly East?
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I want to move that we sit beyond 6 to finish business. Thank you.
Any seconder, honorable members? Honorable members, it's been moved and seconded that we continue with business after. It was, all right. I recognized. Okay, rise to second it. Honorable members, it's been moved and seconded that sittings continue beyond 6 to finish business. Those in favor, please say aye. Not in favor, say no. The ayes have it. We now we continue with the Committee of Supply. Honorable Member, Minority Leader, as your question has not been answered. Okay.
Minister, yes.
Minister, you now have the floor.
Yes, for local government, the original budget 2022 was revised downwards because it was an over projection from the initial budget. It's revised downwards because the original amount was an over projection. Yes. Yes.
Overprojection. About 72,369,855. That was the overprojection.
Yes, from last year at the initial budget.
Honorable members, I've just done local government. So we have just put
It
it.
was, now we head 17, Ministry of Agriculture, page 89.
89. Honorable members, head 17 on page 89, Ministry of Agriculture. It is proposed that head 17, Ministry of Agriculture, stand part of the revised estimates as amended in the tune of 214,713,730. Those in favor, please say aye. Not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it.
Honorable Chair. Honorable Chairman.
Yeah.
Chair, I just want to inquire the minister in relation to this. Like the Ministry of Health and Higher Education, the subvented institutions are taken care of. Like you look at agriculture, subvented institutions like NARI, which is very important for agricultural production in the country, are exempted.
Honorable member, I have put the question on agriculture.
Yes, this is what I'm asking.
Just hold on. So I have put the question on agriculture, and we have voted. Care. You can only care.
Honorable Chairman, allow me to adjust. No.
Badibu said it to me. I give you a few minutes to look at your these things, but if I put the question, you cannot come back on it. I want you to understand that. So that when I put the question, you want to come back, you are going to waste our time. And it is not orderly. So, honorable members, can you look for questions?
Yes, honorable minister. Like I look at this particular budget line for agriculture that has been deducted by over 6 million plus. So I'm thinking of that the subvented institution under them, particularly NARI, which is very, very important, which is very crucial in the agricultural production in the country. If they are exempted, why can't you bring them like the way you take care of the Ministry of Health and that of the Ministry of Higher Education?
Thank you very much. The NARI agency is not using the integrated pay scale. The agencies who benefited from the increase are the ones using the integrated pay scale. That's the explanation.
Honorable members, head 18 is
Head 18, Ministry of Transport, Works and Infrastructure, 91.
Honorable members, head 18, Ministry of Transport, Works and Infrastructure, it is proposed that Head 18, Ministry of Transport, Works and Infrastructure, stand part of the revised estimates as amended in the tune of $51,250,903. Those in favor, please say aye. Not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it.
Head 19, Minister of Trade, Regional Integration and Employment, was page 93.
Honorable members, it is proposed that Head 19, Ministry of Trade, Regional Integration and Employment, stand part of the revised estimates as amended to the tune of $100,207,955. Those in favor, please say aye.
Before the vote.
Not in favor.
I said before the vote, observation.
Yeah, you see, honorable member, when I finish this thing, when I go to the next one, you stop me before I put the question.
That's, yeah,
when I put the question, I am asking, you don't wait until I put a question.
That was what I was doing, unfortunately.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, this one also has to do with the salary for the particular ministry. It has been reduced from 31.4 million to 29.4. What
that is trade.
Trade, yes.
Salaries.
Yeah, minus 6% deduction.
Yes. Salaries is from
31 to 9.4. Roughly 6% deduction.
Yes. Another explanation of our projection for that ministry and was marked down.
Chair.
Yes, honorable member.
Chair, you will fully remember during the debate, the majority leader talks about e-government. And in working towards that, if you look at the budget line for ICT, infrastructure, hardware, network and facility, hope is not on the low side.
Not at all.
No, I want the minister to explain.
I can explain. What we are dealing with here is the recurrent budget only. And what you are thinking about is the capital investment. And the two are not connected.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And remember, you have a new ministry for that IT thing, digital telecommunication. It's a special ministry, different from this ministry. Please, honorable minority leader.
Yeah, those two ministries, I think this is the last ministry. I don't know if the honorable minister can explain where do those ministries fall? That is the two ministries that are created. Big budget line is created for those two ministries.
Remember, there is already
the cuts, the adjustments that the cuts that have been made, the funding for those two ministries are from that. From the cuts, the overall cuts of 1.2 billion, those two new ministries, new budgets are included in that.
I have seen in the 2020 approved estimates budget. The new ministries have been taken care of.
No, they were split, but the new ministry was created.
No, the Ministry of what is it? And digital telecommunication.
It was information and communication that was split.
No, I saw in the budget. I saw page. Just let me make reference. Let me make reference.
If you go to the last two rows of the sheet circulated, you have the two new ministries there, just before the National Debt Service, for the communication and digital economy and the public service.
Honorable members, I'm making reference, let me make reference to page 123 of your revised estimates. At the bottom. Have you seen it? At the bottom, Ministry of Communications and Digital Economy. That's the new ministry. And there are funds allocated to it. to the tune of 40 million.
Yeah. Honorable.
You have already approved it.
No, this is the revised one. We are on the process of approving it. This is the revised one.
This is the revised. Okay. I see your point now.
We are coming to that. That's one.
So,
We are 893.
I am moving.
93. No, Honorable Jekale for Christopher.
93.
Yeah, 893.
We have head 19, honorable members. It is proposed that head 19, Ministry of Trade, Regional Integration and Employment, stand part of the revised estimates as amended in the tune of $100,207,955. Those in favor, please say aye. Not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it.
Head 20, Minister of Basic and Secondary Education. 95. 95. Bottom.
Honorable members, it is proposed that head 20, Ministry of Basic and Secondary Education, stand part of the revised estimates as amended to the tune of $2,930,572,299. Those in favor, please say aye. Not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it.
Head 21, Ministry of Health, page 102. 102.
Honorable members, it is proposed. Let me give you for you to pause in. Okay. Now, it is proposed that head 21, Ministry of Health, stand part of the revised estimates as amended in the tune of $2,269,724,617. Those in favor, please say aye. Not in favor, say no. The ayes have it.
Head 22, Ministry of Youth and Sport, page 108.
I'm giving them breathing space because I don't want somebody to stop me. These things should have been done.
Yes. Advance.
Honorable members, it is proposed that head 22, Ministry of Youth and Sports, stand part of the revised estimates as amended in the tune of $84,959,730. Those in favor, please say aye. Not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it.
Head 23, Ministry of Environment, Climate Change and Wildlife, page 109.
Honorable members, it is proposed that head 23, Ministry of Environment, Climate Change and Wildlife, stand part of the revised estimates as amended in the tune of $86,704,780. Those in favor, please say aye. Not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it.
At 24, Ministry of Information, 111.
Honorable members, it is proposed that head 24, Ministry of Information, stand part of the revised estimates as amended in the tune of $24,359,263. Those in favor, please say aye. Not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it.
Head 25, Ministry of Fisheries and Water Resources. 112, yeah. It's Fisheries and Water Resources.
Yeah. Honorable members, it is proposed that Head 25, Ministry of Fisheries and Water Resources, stand part of the revised estimates as amended, in the tune of $23,612,728. Those in favor, please say aye. Not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it.
Head 27, Ministry of Higher Education, Research, Science and Technology.
Honorable members, it is proposed that Head 27, Ministry of Higher Education, Research, Science and Technology, stand part of the revised estimates as amended, the tune of $234,888,699. Those in favor, please say aye. Not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it.
Head 29, Ministry of Petroleum and Energy. Page 116.
Honorable members, it is proposed that Head 29, Ministry of Petroleum and Energy, stand part of the revised estimates as amended, in the tune of $40,875,668. Those in favor, please say aye. Not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it.
Head 31, Ministry of Gender, Children and Social Welfare.
Okay.
119.
Yeah.
Yes. 119.
119. Honorable members, it is proposed that Head 31, Ministry of Gender, Children and Social Welfare, stand part of the revised estimates as amended, the tune of $60,705,919. Those in favor, please say aye. Not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it.
Head 33, National Human Rights Commission.
Where?
122. 122, yeah.
Honorable members, it is proposed that Head 33, National Human Rights Commission, stand part of the revised estimates as amended, in the tune of $53,766,265. Those in favor, please say aye. Not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it.
Head 34, Ministry of Communication and Digital Economy.
Honorable members, it is proposed that Head 34, Ministry of Communication and Digital Economy, stand part of the revised estimates as amended, in the tune of $40,579,569. Those in favor, please say aye. Not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it.
Head 35, Ministry of Public Service, Administrative Reform, Policy and Policy Coordination. Page 124. Head 35.
Honorable members, it is proposed that Head 35, Ministry of Public Service, Administration, Reforms, Policy Coordination.
Please, observation before you put it on vote. Please. Yes.
Observation.
Yeah, I want the minister, because we expect, we all know that it's a new ministry. Yeah, but I want the minister to tell us why do they need such amount of money for the basic salary. We hope that some of the personnel will come from the existing institutions within the ministries.
Thank you very much.
Or redeploy.
This is the reallocation of the PMO to this new ministry and other related functions under this ministry, which were under other ministries before, have been moved to this new ministry.
Honorable members, it is proposed that Head 35. Yes, please. Can you, sorry, can you use your microphone?
The Honorable Minister just mentioned that it is a transfer from the PMO. Can the Minister direct us as to where it was taken from so that we can take notes, if that is the case?
Yes, this PMO was previously under the Office of the President, and it has been now moved to this new ministry.
No, what I mean is these deductions exactly from the previous budgets. Can you pick that up and tell us? Because we are assuming that this is new. So can you tell us exactly? You just said PMO. So which portion? Because it was a lump sum. So tell us from which portion.
Let me make some clarification. If you go to those budget lines where PMO used to reside on the Office of the President, they are now zero. It is that has been moved to this new ministry to cater for them to be under a dedicated ministry. Yes. If you go to page 47, you will see the movement.
Chair, if you look at the travel expenses, from what the minister told us is that they are cutting down on travels somehow. But then if you look at the figure, there is 10 million, unless I am...
1 million, not
It's
10
1
million.
million.
That 10 million is for the allowances.
That was only 14.
1 million, 1.2 million.
That was only 14,500,000.
We have only 6 months to go
The
now.
PMO is not the only ministry that has been moved. Also records have been moved.
You said the PMO. That was why I said we need specifically what and where.
PMO, Natural Record Office, used to be all on the Office of the President, and then now they have been moved to this new ministry. Yes, and the delivery unit also was on the OP, that has also been moved to this new ministry.
Minister, I think we should get this clear, because I believe that this revised estimates is the estimates from January to December 31st, 2022. It is not only calculated from July to December. People must understand that. The revised, it also means the remaining part of the year is what they have calculated.
Can you allow the minister to answer to
No. I know that. I can clear that. It has been on and on and on and on. I understand what you want. So I asked him to clear, and I told him. Pardon?
Yes, he's elected. Chair?
Honorable members, can we proceed?
Hello?
Which one are we dealing with?
Honorable Speaker, can I observe, please?
Yes, please.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Ordinarily, we would have expect some cuts from the Office of the President if the PMO and the personnel of salaries have been moved and been placed under the current ministry, created ministry. Thank you. Unless Minister can help us.
Yes, thank you very much. Yes, that is the presumption. But these deductions are less than the net additions. That's why you have an overall increase in the Office of the President. The number of remaining agencies still with the Office of the President is quite large. And most of the expenses related to Office of the President is heavy on personnel emoluments. And as we know, this revision focuses on personnel emoluments. So you have 30% applying to a larger base. That's what accounts for the net addition to the Office of the President. Thank you.
Honorable members, it is proposed that Head 35, Ministry of Public Service Administration, Reform, and Policy Coordination, stand part of the revised estimates as amended in the tune of $118,123,099. Those in favor, please say aye. Not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it.
development budget from pages 127 to 200 and 202. 201, yeah.
Wait.
It's development budget from page 127 to 201.
So? No. From 136. From 136. 127.
Chair, before you skip,
somebody is talking.
Chair, before we go to development budget, we have the other item, debt service, which we have not dealt with. What? You will come to debt service.
Debt service is coming as the last one. After development is debt service. Then we go to the appropriation. Huh? You fine? You okay? Okay. Now, we are now going to development budget.
127.
127. So here.
201.
We allow them time to come.
Yeah, from 200.
Chair, honorable members, the development budget from page 127 up to page 201. I will give you 2 minutes to look through it. I think you have looked through it over the period. Pardon?
It's not controversial.
3 minutes.
Amended. As amended.
5 minutes, 5 minutes, please.
All right. I maintain my 2 minutes for you to look through it. Give you opportunity to look through. Usually, development budgets they don't have a problem.
Most of them are doing for. Don't mention the amount, right?
No.
As amended.
No, I will just from page this thing to page this thing as amended. Honorable members, you have not seen anything.
Okay, put the question. This is the total. Total
One page, the last one.
Yes, 201. As a
Yeah.
201.
Okay.
As amended. Yes, as amended. Because they restored our development. Yes.
Honorable members, I now put the question. It is proposed that development budget, pages 127 to 201, stand part of the revised estimates as amended in the tune of 14 billion 798 million $337,968. $66. Those in favor, please say aye. Not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it. Now,
Debt service budget detail estimate expense from pages 202 to 207.
202.
What? 207. No.
Yeah.
207. The figure is down from page 202 to 207. 207. Yeah. 202 to 207. The figure is yes.
Yeah.
The total.
Honorable members, it is proposed that debt service, pages 202 to 207, stand part of the revised
Chair,
Yes, Woolly East.
the question that I raised regarding debt service, we are told that there is a reduction. And I was saying you people must have done some innovation to do that. What did you do to reduce that? Can you explain?
Yes. In general, the debt service, the projection was, when we calculated for the rest of the year, we found it to be overestimated. That's why we reduced 450 million from it to reflect the correct projection for the rest of the year. Thank you. There was no magic to it.
Yeah, 2022, Ancient Bank.
Yes, honorable member for
Yeah, I just
Central
want,
Badibu.
I just want the minister to just briefly update the assembly on the Exim Bank China, the Gambia National Broadband Network project, its status right now, because I'm seeing 27 million in the budget here. Can you just brief the assembly about this? No, only one. It's about the Gambia National Broadband Network project. This project, I think, it was sponsored by Exim Bank China. So loan. So I want the minister to brief the House. I want him to brief us in this because I've seen a lot of money. Please, are you the minister? Unless you go and occupy his position. Let the minister talk. He knows what I'm talking about. The question is not meant for you.
The problem is, this is broadband, and you want explanatory these things on it. I think information minister or digital technology should be able to give us that.
No, bring it as a parliament.
No, but we should also be able to decide which portfolio it falls in.
Let's allow the minister to talk. Minister brought this thing to us here in the parliament. He might have knowledge about it. That can satisfy me. If he doesn't, he will tell me. I will refer to the Minister of Information.
All right, okay. Let's allow the minister to tell you something.
Thank you very much. My competence is only on the computation and payment of interest and payment related to it. But in terms of the sectoral issues, that is, you contact the sector ministry.
But that's what I just said. Because it's just natural.
You can't speak for him. Yeah, but what I'm saying, didn't know about on didn't know for about offer.
Speaker, you can proceed. Honorable Speaker, the chief is not helping us.
You can make a written question to the Ministry of, and then they will explain to you. I want you to be aware, but it should go to the relevant place. Honorable, where are we now?
Yeah.
Just the figure. Here.
207.
207. Here. Have I put the question?
No.
Yeah, no. Then.
Only for 207. From 202 to 207.
Honorable members, it is proposed that debt services stand part, pages 202 to 207, stand part of the revised estimates as amended to the tune of 5 billion 392 million $357,431. Those in favor, please say aye. Not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it.
Yes. As amended.
Yeah. This the way. What is the next one?
The work for it. It's okay. I don't think.
No, we have to do that.
No, they are informed.
They are informed by,
Yes, they were part of the salary. Committee
All-
of Supply has complete for the estimates.
Pardon?
We come to the appropriation.
Where can we get the what? The results of?
It's coming under the appropriation.
Yeah, you know, honorable member, the appropriation bill that will be tabled by them is informed by this revised estimate. What you have just approved here is what is going to be extracted and put into the appropriation bill. That's all. The figures you have agreed on are the figures that will be reflected in that appropriation bill. About the what? Yes, we had expected that. Let me just find out. Sorry. Yes, just.
We'll bring your file.
Yes. And bring my file. Honorable members, we have completed the committee, and now assembly will resume. Honorable members, the assembly now resumes. Clerk, can you read the short title of the estimates again?
Revised estimate of revenue and expenditure 2022.
I now call upon the Honorable Minister to report to the Assembly the outcome of the Committee of the Whole Assembly. Honorable Minister.
Honorable Speaker, I hereby report to this August Assembly that the revised estimates of revenue and expenditure for the year 2022, having gone through the Committee of the Whole Assembly, with amendments, be approved.
Thank you, Honorable Minister. It has been reported that the revised estimates of revenue and expenditure for the year 2022, having gone through the Committee of the Whole Assembly, with amendments, be approved. Those in favor, please say aye. Not in favor, please say no. The ayes have it. I thank you all. Honorable Minister, thank you very much. Honorable members, I observe that most of you are concerned about seeing the actual figures. So now that we have done the revised estimates, the Honorable Minister and his technical support group will now give us actuals for the revised estimates. So we will give them 10-15 minutes. We'll just suspend assembly for 10-15 minutes to get those figures, and then we'll deal with the appropriation bill and continue. So the assembly is suspended for 15 minutes. Thank you very much.